Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise a Kundalini and take Bandhan. श्री माताजी को प्रणाम करके हम सब कुंडलिनी उठा के बंधन लेते हैं। पहले हम 3 महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र लेते हैं। Let us now take the 3 Mahamantras and Shri Ganesh mantra. Let us now balance our nadis. हम पहले अपने ईडा नाड़ी को संतुलित करते हैं। बायां हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ, दाहिना हाथ जमीन की तरफ। Left hand towards Shri Mataji, right hand towards ground. Let us balance our left side. Let us pray, Mother, please balance our left side. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारे बाएं नाड़ी को पूर्णतया संतुलित कर दीजिए। Let us now balance our right side. Right hand towards Shri Mataji, left hand towards sky. दाहिना हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ, बायां हाथ आकाश की तरफ रखकर हम अपने पिंगला नाड़ी को संतुलित करते हैं। श्री माता जी, हमारे दाहिने नाड़ी को पूर्णतया संतुलित कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज बैलेंस आवर राइट साइड। टेक अवे ऑल द एक्सेस हीट and imbalance of our right side through the sky element. Let us keep our eyes closed, attention on Sahasrara, and pray Mother to balance our right side. आंखें बंद, चित्त तालु पर, और श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि माँ हमारे दाहिनी नाड़ी को पूर्णतया संतुलित कर दीजिए। Both hands towards Shri Mata Ji. दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ. Eyes closed. Attention on top of the head. चित्त पूरा तालु पर, आंखें बंद. श्री माता जी, हमें ध्यान की स्थिति प्रदान कीजिए. Mother, please give us the state of meditation. Mother, please take away all our thoughts, all our worries, all our doubts, and help us meditate. Let us meditate for some time with our attention on Sahasrara. चित्त पूरा सहस्त्रार पर समा के हम थोड़ी देर ध्यान करते हैं। Let us continue to be in meditation and listen to Sri Mataji's speech. हम ध्यान की स्थिति में ही रह के श्री माता जी के अमृत वाणी को आत्मसात करते हैं।
I wanted to be with you people on a Christmas day. But it never happened before. And it has so chanced that I have to be here with you today and on the new year. Something good has to happen, I hope, next year. Some good luck has to come. Life's work was very unique. The whole thing was a very unique thing. It was planned in such a manner that he was to be born in a place. It was very humble, because he came to teach us humility. The word teaching in the English language means telling about, talking about. But when I say teach, I mean create, to activate within us humility. Actually, he came on this earth, first of all, to create a space within us, at the Agya Chakra, by removing the hurdles of the ego. He had to talk of humility that time, because Romans were ruling and they were very arrogant, very crude, uncouth, underdeveloped, we should say, not at all evolved. Like we can say some of the animals which came into being and were thrown out of the evolutionary process later on, because they were useless, too aggressive or too big for their size or some sort of a thing like that. In the same way Romans were. If you see their body, even now, painted sometimes, you find that it was not like a human body, but like some animal. The muscles and all that was very good. There was no softness, no roundishness on their faces. So this ego of Romans affected everyone whom they ruled. Because when you have somebody as an ideal before you, and always people see who dominates them, and such person becomes their ideal. So you start imbibing that kind of a character within yourself. You see somebody who is condescending, you also become suddenly condescending. You see somebody who is very egoistical and tries to show off, you also put up airs. You can see this every day happening, that a boss comes in who is a very, very airy person. Everybody in the office is like that. And that's how Romans affected the people in those days, by creating their own ideals. People thought they are the ideals, they are the best, because they had produced results according to them. They were so powerful, they thought this was the power. And that's why they followed their methods, many people who were not even Romans. The another humbler group was affected because they were hurt. Their ego was hurt. So they became equally violent, in the sense that they were so touchy that you could not say anything to them. They would just come and bark. Frightened. This kind of character is very dangerous also, because that gives you some sort of very bad behavior. It can give you leprosy. People develop leprosy with that kind of character. If you develop a barking temperament of a nature by which you just jump at people, nerves become absolutely sort of shattered. And the leprosy is the disease of the nerves. Those people who always keep themselves under such strain and jump at every person who comes along are very dangerously placed as far as their nerves are concerned. And then a horrible type of virus, you know that, which creates leprosy, attacks these nerves, can attack, because they are very vulnerable, this kind of people who jump at others. That's why there was so much leprosy. In that small little place, there were so many lepers, because their nerves are shattered. In those circumstances, Christ was born. But he was not only born just for Romans or for anyone, but he was born for the whole world. Because ego had started growing in human beings at that time and had developed quite a lot as far as the Romans were concerned. And that demarcated the way human beings were going on. So they had to be controlled first of all, and Christ had to come at a time where a balance So the first thing that was said about Christ throughout in all these music and songs you have heard now is that peace on earth. He came to create peace on earth. That's only possible when you are in balance. First of all. Secondly, when you are realized. Both things should be. If only you get your realization and there is no balance in you, there cannot be peace. But peace never means in any way is a personality that recedes, runs away from situations, escapes. It does not want to face the reality. Never means that. Christ is pictured very differently from what he was. He was the strongest personality, the healthiest man. And he would not stand any nonsense. Nobody could take liberties with him. But he would not himself take liberties with others. Of course, no question. Extremely compassionate, extremely kind, but very powerful. This is the balance. So he came on this earth to create peace within our minds. On this earth there is no peace. Why? What's wrong? It's only the human beings are wrong. Where is peace? Within yourself. Who is violent? Human beings are violent to each other. Ego developed subtler ways and subtler ways. Then provocative ways started coming up also from the super ego. Sly methods from the super ego. The conflict started. And at that time, to overcome that conflict, the best thing was to create a space in Agya, in the center, in thoughtless awareness. That's how Christ had to come on this earth. The birth is very, very symbolic. Because he is nothing but Chaitanya, he is nothing but the word, as you call it, Logos. I don't know what all words you have got in language. The Shabda, as they call it, the Omkara. He was to be born in this way because he had no body. and the subtlest of subtle he had to be. Because the work was very subtle, sukshma. That's why he was born like that. It's very poetic to see him lying down in a manger for people. That look at the King of Heaven should. So now she herself understands. Don't go near that. So the story of his birth was very interestingly it assembles that he came in a humble place because people were so proud of their money, so arrogant because of their power that they had. Even today, all the Christian nations are like that. Surprisingly, Christian nations should be so arrogant and so power drunk and think no end of themselves because they are afraid. Think of the Christian nations being very poor. Do you think they would have had racial problems? They don't have racial problems with Arabs. Not at all. As simple as that. No problem with Arabs. They have no race. Arabs have no race. They have money. Money race. Those people who hanker after money are only bowing down to money. They have no respect for anything else but for money. Those who have money and think of money are another lot which is going to go out of the circulation of evolution. That's going out already. The second lot is the one which was like Romans. They had a fall, they all finished because they were power drunk. They drank away. Their civilization completely finished off and they are out. You see in Portugal, you will be amazed, it's happening there. The ego of Portuguese was so great, you can't believe that first country is a desolate country. There's nothing now. Huge big buildings which you see, and you know they must have been rich once upon a time. And there's nothing left with them except for their antique shops which are never open. This kind of an ego is again revived. And that revival came up, imagine, in the name of Christ. Imagine. They purchased people to be converted as Christians. They gave them money. It's all money propositions, money enterprise going on. Jews the same, then the Christians the same. He was born in a manger for a little child to be put in a manger by the Mahalakshmi. It's too much. See how symbolic it is. Mahalakshmi. It's not Lakshmi, but Mahalakshmi. To put the child in the manger. No place. We have at least Shaisham Road, Warwick Road, Brahmam Gardens, Brompton Square. But the child was born and was put in the manger. The humblest thing in this world is a manger. The humblest of all, a crib. The highest is put in the manger. So, what do? We think we should also sleep in the manger. We become like Christ. There are people who believe in such nonsensical things. They think that, you see, if they have all the money, they drink, do all kinds of things, you see. I met one man one day who was all drunk, lying near a church, saying, I am Christ, I am Christ. He must have got this idea that he is lying there because he is very humble. This kind of ridiculous caricature of the whole beautiful symbol is followed everywhere. So the arrogant and the egoistical might say that why, if he was the king, why was he born in the manger? Why was he kept in the manger? Everybody will have their own concept. Even there are people in India who are stupid people, not wise, who say that he must have done lots of bad karmas to be born like that. Because to them, karmas give you more money. Means God is not so unintelligent. If you do good karmas, you become men of God. You become seekers. You get the blessings of God by your good karma. You become religious people, not moneyed people who can go to pubs and waste their lives. This is the idea they have got, that by doing good karmas you become rich and become even worse for next life. Some people may believe that. But he never did any karmas. He was in a karma himself. So no question of his punishment and all that, it was just a drama. But very symbolic it is. Now see, a little child put in the manger, no comfort. Can there be a comfort in a manger? Think like that. All the Christian nations are after their comforts. Aren't we? What we think is not comfortable, it should be comfortable. Christians should never seek comfort. That is one of the messages of Christ's birth. If they seek comfort, then they are away from Christ. Because he was born in a manger. No comfort was provided for him. But that doesn't mean that you should assume some sort of a funny habitation. It doesn't mean that also. I mean, I have to tell the other side of it. You see. Copying him is not the way. It's not the way by copying him that you will become Christ, but by imbibing his qualities within you. I have known people who live in a pigsty, but once they get to a better life, they want everything else. So imbibing the quality of humility and adjustment. Humility and adjustment. Anywhere you are put, anytime. Very particular about time. If somebody has to come at 10 o'clock and if he has to do a job, if it is he delayed by 5 minutes, he starts breaking all the heavens. Just can't bear it. Can't bear it. 5 minutes he has to wait. And if he has to wait 10 minutes, he is out for a pub. Finished. He cannot be pacify himself unless until he takes a drink. This is the situation of a volcanic human mind. So the peace has to come. How? If you seek comfort, you'll become lazy lumps. You'll sleep off. You'll be lotus eaters. But if you not seek comfort, then peace will come. Because for our own comfort, for our selfish comfort of this body, we torture everybody. The other day only I was telling that only in the Western countries it is so, not in India. If somebody is sleeping even till 12 o'clock, you cannot wake up that person. It's an irreligious act. I mean, in India, anybody who sleeps after 6 o'clock, he'll feel ashamed of himself to be sleeping that time. He'll be apologetic the whole day and he'll say that, oh God, I'm sorry. It's regarded as sinful to sleep so late as 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, any country like that. So comfort has no end. There's no end to it. Comfort crawls upon you. What is comfort? Let us, very simple. In Christ's symbolic life is very deep significance is this. That comfort is nothing but the matter overpowering the spirit. You see that point? If you are sitting on a chair, then you can't sit on the ground. If you are sitting on a sofa set, you can't sit on a chair. If you are sitting on a velvet, then you cannot sit in an ordinary thing. Is the matter always overpowering the spirit? And he was the spirit. What does it matter to him? Whether it's straw or anything? It is unsurmountable. Nothing can displease the spirit of these material things. I mean, the matter otherwise will take so. That is the thing one has to understand. That he was the spirit. And if you have to become the spirit, first of all, try to give up your comforts. Lash your bodies a little bit. I'm sorry on a Christmas day I have to say that. Because he was also lashed that way. If you see on the day he was born, for a mother to put the child in a crib, that was a manger, is too much of a sacrifice. How much you want to do for your children? Dress them up properly, do this, do that. But the child was to be put in the manger, was put in the manger, just for you people to learn that comfort crawls on the spirit. We always seek the comfort. This one thing is a message to all of us. If you seek your room, I must have a bathroom attached to that. Again, comfort. What about my wife? Where is she going to sleep? She'll sleep as others are sleeping. And you will sleep as others are sleeping. Nobody is going to die. Of that be sure. I can assure you. Sahaja is very hard thing that way, you see. Very few people die once they come to Sahaja. Some of them should. But they don't. They continue. They go on giving realization. They go on doing everything. Still they continue. They escape all the accidents, escape all the problems, and they continue. But this is a short time which must be used. It's a very, very concrete thing I wanted to tell you today. It's nice to talk of Christ's birth, be happy about it, sing songs, go into a mood like that, but really I tell you, it's a very symbolic symbolic thing for all of us to know that he slept in a mansion. And the another symbolicism is that what did we offer him? What did this world offer him at that time? The another symbolicism is that they offered him a mansion. Are we going to do the same to our mother?
Let us continue to be in meditation. हम सभी ध्यान में ही रहते हैं. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow to Shri Mataji, raise a kundalini and take bandhan. श्री माता जी को प्रणाम करके हम अपना कुंडलिनी चढ़ा के बंधन लेते हैं। जय श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी। We have an announcement to be made. जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी। आप सभी को पता है कि दिसंबर 24 से दिसंबर 26 तक इंटरनेशनल सहयोगा सेमिनार का आयोजन निर्मल नगरी गणपतिपुले में होने वाला है। इसका हम सीधा प्रसारण लाइफ इटर्नल ट्रस्ट मुंबई के यूट्यूब पेज के ऊपर करने वाले हैं। सभी से अनुरोध है कि महाराष्ट्र में जो कोविड की सिचुएशन है उसको मद्देनजर रखते हुए निर्मल नगरी साइट पर बगैर इंफॉर्मेशन ना पहुंचे और यूट्यूब के ऊपर ही सेमिनार का आनंद लें। You all must be aware that the International Sahaja Seminar is going to be held at Nirmal Nagari Ganpatipule from December 24 to 26. This will be webcast live on the YouTube page of the Life Eternal Trust Mumbai. We request all the Sahajogis to be part of the seminar through the YouTube page only and not to reach the Nirmal Nagari site directly without information. In view of the prevalent COVID guidelines issued by the government, it is a bit restricted. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you.
Jai Shri Mataji. We end the session now. Jai Shri Mataji.